peace, world peace, world peace. Self-discovery therapy cards. And I'm gonna pull some out, and they're questions that I can answer, and you can do them with me at wherever you are doing your things. So, identity is a super important thing in therapy, and that's something that I did not work on when I should have as a younger person. I never did, and so knowing yourself and learning to appreciate and love yourself is, for me personally, it has to be step number one. None of the other things are going to improve until you can accept yourself and understand yourself and really get to know yourself as a person. So, and I'm going to mix them up in this bag. You know, maybe later on after you watch this video, maybe you want to just like comment one of your answers to one of the questions. That's fine too. I'd love to have like a discussion with you guys in the comments section. All right, would you ever do a job that was dangerous if it paid a lot of money? For me, it depends on what kind of job it is and what kind of danger, because there are some things that don't scare me whatsoever, so it probably wouldn't faze me. But there are other things that I'm like, okay, I'm terrified of that, and I would not want to do that. So that's my answer. Do you prefer dining out or eating in? Most of the time I eat at home, but I do like to eat out every once in a while. I'm super poor, so I never really get a chance to go out a lot. They're all like stuck together in here, and I'm trying to like mix them around or like try to get like one that's not stuck. Okay. Is there such a thing as healthy shame? Yes and no. I've dealt with a lot of issues of guilt and shame my entire life. I'm kind of at the point where I want to stop being ashamed and stop feeling guilty for things that are out of my control or things that I'm not responsible for. My entire life I've been either guilt tripped or felt like I've been guilt tripped about things at the point in my life where I'm like, I'm not going to do that anymore. That did nothing for me but hold me back from trying and doing the things that I want to do. Me personally, I don't want to ever have to experience any of that again. As far as shame goes, sometimes when we make mistakes, you know, we feel that shame, that internal shame, like we feel sorry for what we did. In that case, I don't really consider that to be shame. I consider that to be apologetic and sorry. So I guess my answer is no, because I think shame itself is not a healthy idea. Would you rather break someone's heart or have your heart broken? I've been in both situations, and I can tell you that neither one of those situations is ideal. I would rather neither of those things be my situation. I mean, I guess if I had to choose, I would choose to just have my heart broken because I'm resilient and I don't want to feel like I've hurt another person really badly. What do you want to do when you retire? I don't know if I'm ever going to retire, and I really don't know what the future holds, and I don't know what the future looks like for me because I've spent the majority of my 20s and my 30s trying to find myself. I'd been pleasing other people instead of myself, trying to do what I think other people wanted me to do. It's not the way I want to live my life. How am I going to embrace this new journey and finally be my authentic self? I don't know if I retire. I don't know when I would retire. If I were to retire, I would want to do it when I'm ready. Just when I'm ready. I mean, sometimes people just want to continue working, and then sometimes they're like, well, no, I'm actually ready to retire now, like I'm good. So I mean, like, I don't want it to be some kind of like set in stone thing, because that makes it more ominous and looming to me. You know, ending your career and retiring, I guess. What was it like growing up in your family? I'm the baby. I'm the youngest of 3 siblings. I have an older brother and an older sister. I was the baby, so up until I was 12, pretty much, that was my name. Everybody called me baby. I was baby. And then eventually I got tired of being called baby, because I was like, I'm not baby, I'm a big girl. And then Anne Marie, obviously, because that's my actual name. But yeah, so I was always the baby. My brother and sister are closer in age, so they were always like doing stuff together, and I'm too young to do this and that, because my brother is 5 years older than me and my sister is 6 years older than me. Being the baby of the family had its advantages, but it also had its drawbacks. Have you ever abandoned a creative idea you believed in because others thought you were a fool? Explain. Oh my God, are these questions like crafted especially for me? The fact that this is what I pulled out of this giant pile, because it's like 100 some like things in there. Of course I have. That's my entire life. I have all these dreams and aspirations and goals and things that I want to do with my life. I want to make music. I want to be an artist. I want to be a writer. I want to be creative and do cool projects. That's always been my dream my entire life. And now I'm realizing that, and I'm realizing places where I can make the most of that and really enjoy my life. Yes, that's kind of my life story, because I felt like I didn't have enough support for my dreams when I was younger. I always felt down on myself because I felt like nobody ever took me seriously. They didn't take me seriously because with the ADHD, I would stop working on a project and then jump into something else. Large majority of people not understanding how that feels and how that hurts us. Just because we let go of a hobby and we're not doing it right now doesn't mean it's not important to us. It's very important, and it just might be that I'm taking a break from it for a while. I don't know, some people understand jumping around with different hobbies thing, which is what I like to do. There are main hobbies that I have that I'm always doing, like singing. You gotta stop letting what other people think about it bother you. I think I'm a fool, then whatever. I'm the one who did it, and I put my ideas out there, and I'm proud of myself. What's some of the best advice you've given? Can I just say what I previously said like a second ago? Because that was some pretty good advice. What is the best piece of advice I've ever given? I sort of have this thing where in situations I can like kind of read people. I can tell when people are, you know, inauthentic, ingenuine, and when people are fake, and when people are kind of just, you know, dicks, or when somebody is going to screw over this person or that. I have an intuition about that kind of stuff because I can sense people's vibes. I have used that to my advantage in the past. Like, I've had people who started a job and then I met their boss or something, and I honestly want to tell you, I'm getting really bad vibes from your boss, and I don't think that you should. I think you should try to find another job soon. And I would give my friend that advice. Which is more important, love or freedom? This is a difficult one. You love somebody, you really care about them, you're not gonna keep them from seeing their family, you're not gonna keep them from doing this and that. You're gonna give them the freedom and the space that they need to do what they need to do, and they're gonna do the same for you. They're going to respect you. So love is a give and take thing, and love is definitely about freedom, because you're each an individual person and you have to understand and decide how you fit with each other and how you individually fit as people. So that would be why I say love is most important. What brings you meaning in life? stuff like this, helping other people. When I was a teacher, it was helping the students that I taught who were having emotional problems, because I really gravitated towards trying to help those kids because I know what it feels like. And now making these videos is bringing me meaning because I feel like I'm trying to make a positive difference in people's lives, and that's what I'm aiming to do with the rest of my life. So let's do 2 bonus questions though. Bonus questions, bonus questions. Okay. Would you still work if you didn't have to? Explain. Yes. Because I believe that people would go crazy if they didn't have something productive to do or something to contribute to society. That's why a lot of people, when they retire, they do volunteer work so that they can still be kept busy and involved in something. So they're not losing touch with a community, because that's really important to still, be part of a community. So I would say yes, I would. And instead of having a traditional job, I would be working for myself, working on my writing, working on all of my artistic endeavors, and being able to self-publish and do all of those types of things for what I want to do. So, all right, and then one more question. What are you grateful for? Man, we had to end this with the lamest question. Well, I'm grateful for friends and family and world peace. I'm so grateful for world peace. World peace. World peace. World peace. World peace.